The nights grow longer now. Autumn drifts closer, wrapping the world in gold and shadow. Here at Syscola it is only me, the ravens in the distance, and the tall trees swaying in their own slow time. The air is still warm, but fresh, carrying the quiet perfume of moss, spruce, and wildflowers. I wander without hurry, watching the flowers slowly bending to the evening light. The bees, however, work with urgency, gathering what sweetness they can before the cooler days arrive. In the garden, vegetables swell and ripen, as if they too feel the turning of the year. Sometimes I go into that bee mode and work until the day disappears. But today, there is no need to rush. The forest keeps its own clock, and I am simply here, resting in the sweetness of doing nothing at all.
I haven't seen the deers in a while, in many days. Maybe they're just hiding in the bushes because everything is so tall that maybe you can't see them. But just the other day, Nico saw, when he went to the toilet in the night, it was already dark. He heard and saw some big animal, he said. And we still don't know what kind of animal it was. So it's probable that it could have been a boar, because he said it was just like dark and big. Of course, from a child's mouth, that can mean anything, but Nico is pretty smart, so I don't think he would mistake a deer or some small animal for what he said was a big animal. And he said that it sounded like grunting. Of course, that can be deer, but deers usually just run away. And he said that this animal was staring and taking a few steps closer before it left. So it could be a boar, which I hope we don't have too many boars around here. They can be quite dangerous. But you know, I saw a wolverine here, and I spoke with the people that live here that I saw a wolverine, and they said, no, that's not possible. There's no wolverines here. But then I said, like, yeah, well, if it's not a wolverine, then it was a small bear. And they said, yeah, more likely it was a small bear. And there has been a lot of bear sightings around this area, just north of here and south of here. So it is possible that I actually saw either a bear cub or a small bear. But it was still like, you know, big, something like this. But I always thought it was a wolverine because I thought in my head that there's no way there's a bear here. But apparently it is more likely it was a bear that I saw and not a wolverine. So now I'm not sure if I saw a wolverine or a bear, but it is more likely that it was a bear actually. But I hope I don't meet a lot of bears here. It's not a common sighting here. I was away in the city for a couple of days, and I was worried that the garden would suffer because it wasn't raining there. But it looks like here it has been raining and a lot of wind, because I see these huge branches everywhere again. I'm making some salad, and I wanted to pick some lettuce here. Maybe this one and this one. Very tiny. So delicious. These zucchinis, they grow so extremely fast. This was so tiny just a couple of days ago, and now it's huge. And check these out. Here are 3 big ones on this vine. There's a yellow big one. There's one. I don't remember the padron peppers being this big before. These plants, I mean, they are huge. I think here in Finland They get so spicy. Oh, I dropped one in the ground. There's nettles here in between. Ouch! I got stung. I took some pea shoots and other stuff for the salad as well. And my pocket is full of peas. I grabbed a little fresh chive as well. It smells so lovely. Here are the fresh salad ingredients. Lettuce from the garden. I have mozzarella balls, some padron peppers, red sweet pepper, a lot of peas, some tomatoes, cucumber, chives, and some pea shoots. In many countries, people don't eat raw peppers, but in Finland it's a very common practice. I think that raw peppers are so delicious. I eat them like fruit, or like an apple, and my kids do as well. They just have half a pepper each. And I always put it in the salad. I think it's crunchy, sweet, and delicious. I think pepper, cucumber, and tomato are the three main ingredients to any salad. Even more so than lettuce. I washed the lettuce. There might be a little soil in it or sand or something, but nothing that will kill you. I forgot to take parsley and dill. I will have to go and get some. I think I will just put dill. Cheese balls, nice pea shoots, and some peas as well, now that we have a lot of peas. This one was really perfect. I think dill and peas go really well together, and also radishes with dill and peas. There is some life here in my wildflower field, except the nettles. There are some lovely pink flowers, and you can see the bees like them a lot, and cornflowers, my favorites. Some nice little splashes of color here and there, but mostly these. And I don't know if there's some kind of nettle. I recognize them, but I don't know the name of them. It's not a stinging nettle, but I don't know what it is. I don't think it was planted here. I love this cornflower. It is the most beautiful shade of blue. So simple and so lovely. I went to pick some peas again, and my whole pocket is full. It's huge. Look at how many peas fit my pocket. These are really nice now. Perfect for eating fresh. And quite thick as well. The wind has swept through here. You can see that everything is like lying down on the ground. All the high grass, and do you see there? I show you there on the other side of the river. A tree has fallen. And I get through these bushes. There, can you see that? That's a big tree. And as you can see, the top of that old spruce has also fallen, but I think that was before already maybe. But that's a big tree there. And then there's that tree that has fallen and a couple of the smaller ones. So I think that the winds were really high here. Here is another tree that has cracked and fallen. There's a lot of small trees here that need to be cut down. Almost all of these. It's a mess here. This old birch tree has dropped a couple of more branches. This is something I'm always worried about because it's very old. That one, and it's on top of the tractor shed. Lots of these. These are huge, all these branches it's dropping. The baby birds have hatched now. I saw some movement there, some fluffiness. I can tell the mom is stressed out of me being here. If you can hear those sounds. Let's eat them immediately. Delicious. This year I'm just picking them straight into my mouth. They are so ripe, big, nice, beautiful. Here are the white currants. Shiny little pearls. They almost look like fish eggs. It's time to pick the Himalayan balsam again. This is not a fun job. I must have picked over 1,000 Himalayan balsams. This is the pile, and I got most of them with the roots. I don't know if that helps. And then I have this huge bag as well. I think I got most of them. I don't see any more purple flowers, but it's very muddy and difficult terrain to move here. This is a huge zucchini already. They grow really fast, but they're so tasty and gorgeous. This is well perfect. This yellow variety is mild and also delicious. I'm eating zucchini again. There will be zucchini every day now. I got a couple of fresh cobs to boil. This is for me something very delicious. So simple, but I'm sure it's gonna taste delicious. I'm gonna add a little salt and just a little sugar to the boiling water. Wonder if these fit? Oh, almost not, but like that. I guess 6 minutes or so. Here comes the corn. Ooh! I'm being lazy and eating from paper plates. And some salt. Let's try this cheesy zucchini. Perfection. It is so yummy. I could eat this every day. And I will. Oh my god. This is so good. Nothing beats the taste of fresh corn. This garden bed by the house, the pumpkin that was here, it is flowering. I never thought this would happen, but I still don't think it will be pollinated. I don't think there is any other flower. So maybe this is the last cry for attention before it dies out. But it's a lovely flower.